Hello, Internet. Welcome to the download. The same woman, you guys, Lady Gaga, who jumped off a stadium roof in Houston, fell off the stage in Las Vegas.
That's right, you guys. She fell off the edge of glory, okay? Watch closely as a fan picked her up and then slips and falls and takes Gaga down with her. This all happened at her Enigma residency in Las Vegas. It actually, when you watch closely, is a little scary.
Denny, I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw it last night popping up on social media, everybody was talking about it. It's not a laughing matter. It is actually very frightening because if you see how high that stage is and you see that she especially falls almost like on her back is what I kind of gauge from that. I mean, it's tough.
You can tell he also tried to break the fall when he realized. So he,
and then his leg too. Oh!
It went completely viral. And to be fair, like, can you imagine being that guy? You have a moment with one of your idols on the stage, and all of a sudden that happens. Like, as viral as it went, it wasn't really much of a laughing matter for a lot of the fans.
No.
But don't worry, Gaga later comforted that guy right there that dropped her, saying, "You promised me you're not going to be sad about that." She even said, "We're like Jack and Rose in Titanic. Okay, we fell into each other's arms."
Well, if you jump, I jump, right?
Right, exactly.
Well, while Gaga hasn't publicly said anything about that fall in particular, she did take to social media on her Instagram to kind of show us her post-show ritual, which I feel like she may have needed last night in particular. This, you guys, she starts off her self-care routine with an ice bath for 5 to 10 minutes, and then after that, she takes a hot bath for 20 minutes.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I do the same thing at home, Cassie, after the download. Ice bath and a hot bath and then a compression suit with ice.
I was gonna say, do you do the compression suit too? I mean, here's the thing though, obviously.
Tour life is tough.
Tour life is tough because you're on stage for, hours on end and you're nonstop. I say this as if I know. I don't know, you guys. I don't belong with a singing microphone in my hand. You've heard me sing on the download. But the toll it takes on your body, especially because she has been open about the struggles that she faces with her chronic disease and having to deal with that toll, and then on top of it, touring. Like, of course, you need self-care.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what's so crazy though? People really took this particular tumble last night very seriously, but it is not the first time that Gaga has fallen on stage. And
Gaga.
I hate to do it, but guys, these make me crack up every time. This was the Born This Way ball. And she also takes it in stride, to be fair, because you guys have seen those McQueen heels she used to perform in.
Oh my God, they're like platforms times 10.
I'm surprised it hasn't happened more times than this.
But she always takes it like a champ. And my favorite is when they actually call, whoever the artist is that, falls or whatnot, is when they actually acknowledge it.
Yeah.
when you make a mistake, you acknowledge it.
It happens.
But at the end of the day,
okay? It's a live show.
It's a live show. She's off the deep end, right?
I think
the shallow's not what
I
the
see
lyrics.
Yeah,
I was trying.
I like the pun. Let's bring in our producer, Brianna, from the control room. Have you ever bit it that hard in front of people?
Yes, I have, actually. One time, almost exactly like how she fell. It's worse when someone is falling on top of you, because she felt like she was the one that hit the ground.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like on her back.
Yeah.
I mean, wait, let's watch it one more time, because he lands on his butt, but his leg is behind him.
Yeah.
And if you listen very closely too, people get silent.
Oh, okay. Actually, there were eyewitness reports saying that after the fall, people they weren't sure how serious it was, so it did get silent in there. 6 seconds later, she popped back up.
Well, that was me when I was watching. I was like, I was frightened. Honestly, it made me sick. I didn't want to keep watching it on social media. If I saw people tweeting about it, I scrolled through because I was like, she could have seriously been injured, but thank God she is not.
Don't worry, little monsters. She says everything was fine. She hopped on the mic. Everything's cool. And like you said, she told the fan, don't you stress about this. The show must go on. And to be fair, Gaga may have fallen, but she is on top right now, okay? Obviously, she's in the middle of her Enigma and Jazz and Piano Vegas residency.
That literally goes until May, so she's booked and busy.
She is booked and busy, and also she is breaking records, okay, and selling those records. A Star is Born soundtrack just went 6 times platinum. I think I contributed to one of those,
Right. Well, I contributed to her beauty line, Haus Laboratories, that she just launched last month. I have all of the eyeshadows in on the lip glosses and all of that.
I do not, but...
Well, you can cheer.
Can I?
You can cheer.
Thank you so much.
Like we said, she is booked and busy, and she's busy tweeting too, also.
But okay, you guys remember when she tweeted? She went viral for tweeting "What is Fortnite?" Around the same time the game actually went black.
Spelled it wrong,
for 2 days,
which is the best part. The best part. It's NITE, Gogs.
But then
that one's 2 weeks.
That was what was that?
A fortnight is 2 weeks.
Right.
Or yeah, 2 weeks. That's a fortnight.
A fortnight is 2 weeks. I think she is foreshadowing. I'm predicting that it's some new music because there's some funny business going on. Because then after that, she tweeted Ninja at Ninja. Who are you? You know that gamer.
Yes.
And then he
said.
said.
I'm trying to think of the.
And then he said,
where it could be.
"Ask Drake." And then she randomly posted on Instagram, "Happy birthday, Champagne Poppy." His birthday, like this was, it wasn't even his birthday. So what's going on? Is there a collab happening? Is it coming 2 weeks from that tweet?
Is Ninja into music now?
I don't know. I don't know, but I will fall off this stage when she drops that music, okay?
Well, you know what? Someone who is not falling off of any stages.
Because it's been a minute, actually, that he's been on
one. Frank Ocean, you guys.
Frank actually hosted his first queer night, club night series in New York City called PrEP
It's
Plus.
Friday.
Right, named after the HIV prevention drug. Now, Ocean has said that the club night is an homage to the 80s and 90s club scene and what it could have been if the prevention drug had been invented in that era.
And it's very exclusive from what we know. It's invite only, and of course the first event took place last night on Thursday night from, this is my favorite part, 10 p.m. to late. And it was, very secretive, very exclusive.
And you won't see a lot of photos or videos from it because apparently cameras were not allowed. But thankfully, someone who was inside, Teron Moore, Vice President and Executive Director at MTV News, and he's joining us right now.
Hi, Teron.
Teron, thank you so much for being here
Hello.
on the download.
Of course, glad to be here.
Now listen, we have so many questions for you about this night, actually, because again, you're our eyes and ears. I want to know, first of all, because this popped up yesterday, when did you first hear about Frank's Club Night?
So I found out about it just as soon as the rest of the world did. This wasn't like something where maybe press had known about it beforehand. I found out about it the day of. Was fortunate and #blessed enough to get an invite, so I got exciting.
Yeah.
Now you tweeted, I love this, that you couldn't see anything, but it was still popping. So can you explain to us what the vibe was like inside and exactly how exclusive was it?
Cassie, it was dark. I couldn't tell you how exclusive it was in terms of who was there because I could barely see who was there.
Yeah.
Why is that? They just had the lights off, or?
The lights were, flickering and spooky. It was kind of like a Halloween kind of vibe with smoke and, strobe and all that sort of stuff. I definitely ran into some media people and some people that, I know from the space. It was a really good crowd, I would say. I saw a lot of people that I was into.
Now, we heard that there were some house rules, among them no cameras and stuff. Were you guys told anything when you arrived? Like, how strict were these rules?
We were searched very extensively.
Oh, wow.
They were not playing security. And I understand, just wanting to make sure that everything was a safe space. I don't really think they didn't take anyone's phones or anything. But I do think that people were having such a good time. The impetus to sort of whip out your phone and take a photo wasn't really there. I'll say that I think people were really in the moment and having a good time.
2019, people living in the moment. You know what? They should do it even more. But I feel like a lot of fans have this question for you. Did Frank play any new music?
It's been a minute since we got some new jams from Frank.
I believe that he did. A lot of people told me that he did, but there wasn't really a moment where, he came out on the mic and said, like, this is my new jam.
Yeah.
I can't, I had a really good time. I was there till 2 a.m. So I don't know if that's 10 till late, but I was there for
Well, in New York clubs are open till what, 4?
They're open till 4.
Okay, so 2 is kind of early then. I'm just kidding.
Just a little bit. It's a school night, so I had to come to be MTV.
Yeah, you had to be MTV, now you're on
now you're
ET
on the
Live.
download.
I love it. One thing I do want to ask you, Teron, is obviously I feel like Frank wanted to, I can only assume, build this out for a safe space for queer people. But I will say there were some mixed reactions online to the night. Some tweeted that it felt tone deaf at times, and someone also tweeted that there were mainly cis white men there. What did you make of it, and also Frank's intention here, his message?
For sure. I think that there's really solid efforts to note here. Yesterday was...
Tron, did we lose yet?
This event, I think, is a reminder of that. We want to continue to create safe spaces for queer people to dance, to experience one another. That's still really, really important. And I think this was, could be seen as a solid effort to do that. I think when you take on the framing of, the prep of it all in the 80s and the AIDS epidemic, and when you sort of layer that into a party, when for what it's worth, it could have just been, Frank's surprise new music party. I think that there's a responsibility there you have to have, especially when you talk about AIDS and HIV and things that I think should be discussed more, because I think it's important to destigmatize those things. But ultimately, these are things that are a matter of life and death for people. These experiences and how people relate to them are really personal, really deep, and really intense. So I think if the branding is going to continue, there has to be a responsibility there. For what it's worth, none of the elements that were the party was wrapped around from a publicity perspective, HIV, the AIDS, the prep of it all, none of that was represented in the party itself. It kind of was just a fun basement party. So I think people are reacting, and I think those reactions are valid.
I think it's also, like, as you mentioned, so sensitive, right? These are real life and death experiences for people, and it's not a theme night at a club, right? So hopefully it was just experimental. This is the first of his series, so hopefully he hears the criticism and kind of adapts.
Teron Moore, VP in, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I hope that he will. I think ultimately the desire to make this a safe space for queer people, that's always necessary. And I think there's only room to go up from here.
Absolutely.
Well, Teron Moore, we appreciate you and your time. You are the VP and Executive Director at MTV News. We know you had a late night out last night, so we'll let you get back to work. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Oh, well, the New York City party keeps on going, you guys, this time with Cardi B and Culture, who hit the stage with Offset.
We love a little family moment on stage, right? Offset headlined the third installment of Billboard's Hip Hop Live concert in New York City on Wednesday night, and he surprised the crowd with his wifey and his baby. They came out as
first you get the wife, and then you get the baby, too. It's the best of all worlds.
You don't get to see Culture often. They're just now starting to post her more on
social
Instagram.
media.
Exactly,
Little bit more, but all right, you guys, let's show you a little clip of the performance.
Whole lot of people need to hear this. It's a lot of names on my hit list. Mom still say what he wants to. And it's still wet like a big bitch. I should run a whole blog at this rate. Still using my name for clickbait. Bitches even wanna start fake beats. Sell a little weed in the mixtape. They know I'm the bomb, they taking me off.
Okay, I love what this symbolizes for like working moms everywhere.
Right?
She's literally on the mic doing her thing, holding her baby.
Which she did in the Money video. Remember when she was like carrying the baby, presumably breastfeeding
And it's always
too.
been something that's so important for her.
Right, she's always talked about how she's balancing motherhood, but also collecting her coins specifically. Like she's like, I got bills to pay, I got a baby to feed, so I'm still gonna do the damn thing, but also be a good mother to
And
Culture.
I will say, I know we have talked about this before on the show. I do love and respect how hands-on they are with Culture. Literally, that's perfectly timed. Okay, but they are. I mean, obviously, with busy schedules and whatnot, you do, and for their situation, they have the luxury of being able to have additional help.
Absolutely.
But first and foremost, they always are hands-on, and they bring Culture mostly everywhere. It's really great to see. And
did you see Culture? Can you imagine being a baby and seeing that crowd in New York City? She was just like soaking it in, and I gotta say, this one is a star in the making. I mean, we've already seen her all over her parents' Instagram. Not all over, like I said, they just started posting her more. Culture dancing to Clout. That must be her favorite song, because check this out. By the way, she's so swagged out.
The Gucci outfit, I cannot.
I could never.
Yeah, we talk about this all the time here. Her closet, I mean, the closet of dreams.
If it's not Gucci, it's Chanel.
It's Hermes or Versace, all of it. I mean, diamonds. Look at this Chanel look. Wow. So much swag.
I wish.
So much swag.
I wish.
Oh, another star on the rise.
I was going to say, guys, it is time for our MVP, the most viral post, and perhaps my favorite meme of all time.
I'm so over it.
Rise and shine. This time we're talking about Stormi though, because Stormi is bumping to the club mix of Rise and Shine from her mama Kylie Jenner, and it is everything.
Yes! You like it? No, baby, that's mommy. Mommy's singing. Oh, you want Daddy singing?
Yeah.
I'm not good enough?
Daddy sing.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
I can't. Are you going to be one of the ones that puts it as your? Okay.
like it?
We've gone off the deep end.
No, baby, that's not.
It's my new. This is literally going to be on heavy rotation this weekend, you guys. Okay. I think I liked it more than Stormy though.
Well, good, because now you can buy the merch that Kylie Jenner is selling too. There you go, Denny.
if you can afford it.
$65. I think you can allocate some if you love it so much.
I think I'm gonna need it, you guys. That's available at KylieJennerShop.com. So that's where I'm going after this.
The internet and the things that the internet does. That's why we love
Speaking of the internet, they're like, don't forget, before Rise and Shine. It's like getting
I
personal.
can't.
There was Joy and Pride, you guys.
But let me just say, before that, there was a song called Pride and Joy. So let's not.
I'm dying on air. I'm sorry, because I just love this so much. You guys remember back in 1985, Kris Jenner came out with her own song called Joy and Pride. Take a look.
November 5th, and now I'm 30, riding down life's highway with my friends at my side. My life without them wouldn't be complete. They are my joy and pride. I've learned a lot.
I mean, do you
Joy and Pride.
Do you hear
The vocals,
similarities?
the vocals
Brianna?
run in the family.
Do you hear?
Yeah, I hear it. I mean, the fluctuation in the voice as far as rise and shine.
They're my
and
joy and pride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same.
Wow, who knew? Okay.
Like mother, like daughter, right?
Yeah.
I'd love to start my petition for the Kardashian-Jenner family to headline Coachella 2020, please. I would love to see Rise and Shine live at the Yuma tent.
Yes, followed by Joy and Pride remix.
Exactly, then the remix. That's the concert I want to
No,
go
I'm gonna stick
to.
with my Motown. You are my.
No one knows what you're
pride.
I was about to say, Cassie,
I
no
probably
one
can't
knows
sing
that
anymore
song.
because
This is the third time you've sang it.
Because you
don't
you don't appreciate real music. Y'all are out here fanning over
Joy
Rise
and Pride,
Shine.
come on.
We're gonna be in
Rise
a
and Shine.
we're gonna be in a constant state of woke thanks to Kylie Jenner. Rise and shine.
Okay, we're done with you. All right, you guys, that is a wrap for
Rise and
Denny
shine.
Directo here on the Download. Brianna, thanks for joining us in the control room. We will see you guys next week, Monday through Friday, for all new episodes of the Download at 12 p.m. Pacific time. Why are you laughing? Are you gonna do it
Rise
again?
and shine.
Oh God!